Okay, so parents liking me is nothing new. I'm not gonna lie to you, growing up, I knew how to talk to parents and not make it seem like I was an absolute weirdo that would just sit in my mom's basement and getting stoned. Even though I don't agree with smoking whatsoever, I believe that for me, communicating with parents were really easy. And honestly, I could do it over and over. Like for example, if I met your mom, I could probably, make her smile, make her happy, and make her realize that I'm not some weirdo on the internet that tells really interesting stories, even though that is literally my life. But today's story is about how one mom in particular, which was my girlfriend's mom, ended up taking things a bit differently. But obviously, before we get into it, make sure you guys do leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And on top of that, did I mention I go live on Kick streaming, telling crazy stories like this almost every single day? So join me live. I'm probably live right now as you're watching this, and watch me either gamble, tell stories, or just, hang out with people that were actually part of my life in these amazing stories. But other than that, let's just go straight into this embarrassing story. Yo, what is going on, you guys? My name's Bubba, and welcome back to a really embarrassing video. So today's story takes place back when I was in high school, and this was actually my grade 12 year. Now in grade 12, you're an adult. Let's be real here. You are turning 18, you're becoming an adult, and well, life's gonna hit you like a train. But I remember towards graduation, the year of grade 12, basically, let's just say things got really interesting because my birthday's in May. So I have like kind of an early birthday, I would say. May 13th is my birthday. And basically, I remember when I turned 18, I had a girlfriend this time that I thought I could make into my high school sweetheart. If you guys don't know what high school sweethearts are, it's when you have a girlfriend that you graduate with and then marry later on in the future. Now, I'm gonna be honest here, I don't believe in the term high school sweethearts. I've always seen it in the movies that we all love and, show nowadays in this generation, even though high school sweethearts will never happen again since the 1945s. But I remember basically there was one time specifically where, me and my girlfriend, we were talking about how I never actually got to meet her parents. And for some reason, my girlfriend would always give the excuse of like, oh, like, I don't think you're ready to meet them. Oh, to be honest, I don't think you want to meet them yet. Honestly, we've only been dating for like a couple months here. I don't think it's worth it. She'd always give these excuses as if she was hiding her parents from me, which fair enough. I mean, sometimes people aren't willing to show off their parents. But it was one time where I actually ended up basically running into one of her family members when we were out. I remember one time, me and my girlfriend were walking through the mall. We were just hanging out, me and her doing our own thing. And I remember as we were inside a store, just hanging out, talking, and about to get some bubble tea, a woman walks by and starts staring at my girlfriend like instantly. Like she just couldn't stop staring at my girlfriend as if she was like aroused by her. So I remember I found it super weird and told my girlfriend, yo, who's that staring over there? And right as my girlfriend looks over, she starts to panic and say, oh, that's my mom. That's your mother? Now, I'm not gonna lie to you. The reason I thought this girl was some random woman and not, her mother, because sometimes you can tell between like, parents and kids, like in a resemblance. Like for example, if I put my mom beside me, she actually generally kind of looks like me. Or my dad, like it shows like I'm their kid. But this woman did not look like she was the mother of my girlfriend. Like she had no resemblance whatsoever. So I remember me being kind of weirded out. I walked up to her basically and said, hi, I'm Bubba. Nice to meet you. She looks over at me saying, oh, hi, I saw you were with my daughter. How are you doing, honey? And my girlfriend walks up to her mother and she seemed really annoyed. I don't know why. I don't know if maybe like her mom was stalking us or something, but basically she was just not happy with the situation whatsoever. So me knowing that my girlfriend was uncomfortable, I remember I decided to, leave them some alone time. And I said to the mother, oh, like, I'm gonna go quickly pick up our bubble teas. You guys can catch up. As if they never talked before, even though they live in the same house, which was really weird to say, but still, I ended up leaving them alone, being the good boyfriend I was supposed to be. As I remember, I was going towards the bubble tea station, just waiting for them. Her and her mother sounded like they were having an argument. I don't know why, they just seemed like they were yelling at each other until my girlfriend ended up yelling, you better stay away from this one this time. What? Stay away from this one? Am I this one? Honestly, I didn't know what was going on, and I decided to just basically not say anything and leave it alone since it was family business, or at least so I thought. I remember afterwards the mother ended up walking away, and me and my girlfriend were just walking down the mall with our bubble teas, and I had to ask her the question, of course, if she was okay and what in the world just happened. She looked over at me and said, okay, honestly, like, I don't really want to talk about it, and it's one of the reasons why I don't want you to meet my parents, so can we just leave it? Yeah, sure. Afterwards, I thought, you know what, whatever, it's none of my business, and I'm going to respect that. So I remember I ended up basically walking to the parking lot to get inside my car. Yes, I had a car in grade 12. I was a really cool guy, I guess. And basically, as my girlfriend gets in my car, and as I was about to get into my car, I see the same woman, which was her mother, running up to my vehicle. She ran up to my vehicle. My girlfriend was already in the car, and she seemed really upset when she saw her mother again. And me, I basically walked up to her saying, hey, what's going on? Oh, Baba, I just wanted to let you know you're invited to our party that's happening. It's gonna be tomorrow night. It's just a family dinner, and we're gonna have some family over as well. I hope you're okay with it, and we'd love to meet you more. Yeah, sure. I'm cool with that. And then afterwards, she ended up walking away. And when I got inside the car, my girlfriend was asking me what in the world she wanted. Now, at this point, I told her the honest truth. I said, listen, your mom invited me to some family dinner. I know you don't want me meeting your family, but I think this would be a great thing for us. And she went quiet. And she was quiet for the whole car ride home until we got to her place. And she told me, Baba, you can come if you want, but please don't talk to my mom a lot, okay? She's kind of weird. Okay, sure. And she got out of the car and went home. I'm not gonna lie, after that whole situation, I didn't know if I should actually go to this party or not. I thought maybe I should respect her and just, not go. But at the same time, maybe this would be a good thing for us. I don't know. I don't really know what decision I should have chose. You guys can put down below what you guys would do in this situation. Would you go meet the family or would you not? Because let's be real here. What are we supposed to do in this situation? I guess being a boyfriend's way harder than I expected. And honestly, I think this is why to this day I am single and just smashing women and telling more stories, which is depressing. But at the same time, ladies, I am single if anyone wants to. One thing led to another. I remember when I got home, she texted me that she loved me. And that was the first time she ever said she loved me. And this was where things got awkward because I didn't say it back. Yeah, I know. It's kind of weird because we're obviously talking about a whole different thing going on, but I thought I should mention that because it kind of correlates to the story for later on. So you're welcome. Going on though. I remember the next day happened and it was a Saturday. And basically I got dressed up and nicely, suited up, I guess. Not really suited, but I wore a nice dress shirt to go to her house. And I got in my car. I started driving to her house, getting ready to go meet her entire family tree. Was I nervous? Yes, of course, it's meeting her family. But was I, not wanting to do it? No, because maybe this would be a closer connection between me and my girlfriend. I remember when I got there, I was really, really nervous. I'm not gonna lie to you. When I walked through the door, I almost stuttered every sentence I ever said to anyone there. But obviously, I did walk up to people. I did say hello because, in Persian, or at least in the Middle East, it's very common for the person new coming into the building to walk up to everyone saying hello. It's just a nice gesture to do. I know sometimes white people don't do it, or I guess other cultures don't, but I don't know. Us Middle Easterns, we do it all time. And basically I said hello to everyone. I said hi, how are you? And then this is where the story gets really weird, because I remember my girlfriend the whole time when I entered that house, she was strapped onto me like a Glock. Like, I'm not joking. She was like literally always by my side. She was literally like this Boba Fett. She just wouldn't let me go. She was just holding on to me for dear life. I just realized I'm grabbing your balls, dude. Never mind. Going on though. I remember the whole time I could not get away from her. And to be honest, it got to the point where I was actually annoyed that my girlfriend was always by my side. I know it's kind of weird because usually a person would want his girlfriend's comfort. But at some point throughout the whole dinner party that was going on, I thought I could handle it myself. But one thing I started to realize as dinner started was that we all had to sit down. I remember I ended up sitting down and then her cousin sat beside me and then her mother sat beside me. And my girlfriend had to sit across from me. Now you guys are probably wondering what does the cousin have to do with this story? And honestly, absolutely nothing. But the mother, well, she's in the title for a reason, because I remember basically from there, every time we were like eating dinner, she would pass things to me, be nice to me during dinner like a mother should. But then she did this really awkward thing where she started talking about how amazing I was to her daughter and then ended up groping my leg. I am not joking. She literally put her hand on my leg as if she was ready to like touch my eggplant. I was super freaked out and I'm like, yo, okay, that's weird. But the weird part was that she didn't just grab it either. She just kept like rubbing her arm on there for like almost the rest of dinner, as if I was her property. Like if I was in prison and a woman was doing that to me, I would be considered her like toy. I think that's the pocket thing. But going on though, I was super weirded out and I was super uncomfortable. So I remember from there, I ended up getting my phone and I ended up standing up saying, I have to go to the bathroom. My girlfriend and her mother both showed me where the bathroom was. And when I went inside the bathroom, I basically just urinated, took a waz, and washed my hands. But in the middle of washing my hands, I remember someone else enters the bathroom. And if you were thinking it was my girlfriend, well, it wasn't. It was actually her mother coming in trying to show me how to use soap. Yeah, like, those in those like romantic movies where like two people are like, rubbing their hands together. Basically, she was doing that with me, trying to teach me how to wash my hands. Like, listen, I'm an 18-year-old adult. And then I remember after that, I ended up basically thanking her, but then she ended up closing the door behind her. She closed the door behind her when I wanted to leave the bathroom and ended up walking up to me saying, so are you 18 yet? Yeah. And then afterwards, she ended up actually basically making out with me. I was kissing my girlfriend's mother. My girlfriend was Italian at this time. So maybe, Italians kiss lip to lip as like a thankful gesture. I don't know. I was trying to give up any reason in my head for me thinking this was okay, because I'm not gonna lie to you, her mother was hot. And then afterwards, one thing led to another. She ended up actually taking off her blouse, and yeah, let's just say we ended up doing the devil's tango in the bathroom, but obviously not for long, because I remember 5 minutes later, my girlfriend ended up walking into the bathroom saying, Bubba, is everything okay in there? Yeah. she ended up finding me and her mom doing it. Now I understand why her parents were divorced, but still living in the same house. I remember when she found us, she was really upset and she ended up yelling, Bubba, I said I loved you yesterday and this is how you treat me? Yeah, I had no words for that. I'm not gonna lie to you. I ended up just putting on my clothes and getting back into my car and drove home. And since then, I have her blocked on everything and I have not spoke to her since. But anyways, guys, make sure you guys do leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And like I always say, fall for more embarrassing stories. Peace out, guys.